Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. I am Nurila Shahelmi, matric number 256104. I would like to talk about organization background of LG Company. LG Company was established by the president of Koh In Hoi, the founder of Gold Star in the year 1956, that merged with Lucky in South Korea. LG Company became the first company that entered plastic industry in Korea. Next, their vision and mission. Their vision is to become a worldwide leader in digital to ensure customer satisfaction through innovation product and superior services, while their missions are to respect human dignity and to create value of customer and to become the best in their field. After that, their slogan is Life Good. That means is reflect greatly what we stand for. And the circle means universe, the future, humanity, and technology. While L and G represent the company, which means L for lucky and G gold star. In the year 1960, company produced the first product, which means refrigerator, television, air conditioner, and washing machine. That made the company listed the world's second largest manufacturing electronic product. In the year 2012, LG Company introduced the largest and slimmest product TV and smartphone, while in the year 2018, Koh Kwang Mo became the president of LG Company because of his father Koh Bun Mo died because of brain tumor. Not only that, LG also involved in Coca-Cola bottling company in Korea, managing real estate industry, and the company offer consulting on management issue. I will pass to the next person. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurmeriza binti Muhammad Nur. My matric number is 255593. So today I will present about the change itself. So as initially, LG was a combination of two Korean companies, which is Gold Star and Lucky, within different product and merged into a single company called LG Group. So LG Group, as we saw today, LG Group has been successfully enlarged their company growth. So for the next slide is about the main objective of the change. The main objective of the change in LG company is LG will be operating the financial state smoothly and strategically. This objective is the main objective of the change as well as another companies. So within enlargement of the growth of the company, LG will be able to foster financial management deliberately. So within this method of changes, they also will be successfully balancing of financial state. So the next objective is LG Group will enhancing growth and diversification. After LG followed that development method, they got to deliver a huge diversification. So the diversification shown when LG initially started with the combination of Lucky for producing laundry detergent and household, and Gold Star itself producing electronic product. So after they merged and founded in 1958, LG has since led the way into the modern digital era. With the technical skills gained through the manufacture of many home appliances, such as radios and television. This shows that LG has grown healthily. So the next objective of the change in LG Group is LG want to have competition elimination, which LG employed innovation as one of competitiveness core driving force. So LG has been able to achieve continuous growth due to consistent product innovation. For example, Motorola is claimed to have been unable to compete with LG in the fast evolving phone market, as LG has been consistently revolutionary. So instead of focusing on new product, Motorola merely produced consequences for its early product, such as RAZR phone. So instead of it, LG intended on designing innovative and distinctive model to be sold in the market. So LG has made the greatest effort to be the best company in the Asian industry. So all those objective of the change has been successfully attained, as we saw the growth of LG market nowadays. So the next slide is about external and internal forces that lead to change based on force field analysis. So the force field analysis is about which that conditions are determined by the equilibrium between the forces that push the change and those that resist the change. So there are few external and internal forces that lead to change in LG companies based on force field analysis. So the first, LG want to lead and initiate the change all over the world as their external force. To lead change around the world, LG has motivated the boundary further into new markets, build new technologies, and create new trends. Faced with digital era, LG has restored its business as Digital LG in order to create value for the customer, optimize the incentive for the shareholder, and inspire employee visions, thus giving satisfaction to the entire members of the organizations. It is proven with those changes where LG has successfully portrayed their organization as the leader of digital era, also called as Digital LG. Second one is to facilitate rapid decision making, as there are internal forces that lead to change. So LG has established a new global leadership structure that will give its organization operation more flexibility to adapt rapidly and aggressively to market conditions and business opportunities. So the new leadership structure will assist and work towards enhancing the organization growth. So third force, which is external forces, which is intensity of competition. So in LG Electronic 50-year history 2008, LG has announced its competitive strategies as many other companies such as Samsung, Sony, are together in competitions for new opportunities. LG has reacted aggressively to those changes, changed its corporate missions, and undertook a major revolutions into a more inclusive and diverse organization. As for the result today, we still recognize LG's slogan, which is "Life is Good." However, LG also faced few forces that resisted the change in their organization. So the first one is they concern about job security. Change that happen in the organization will create the possibilities of the organization to remove certain workplace, to create technical excuse and layoff. Second, the impact of new technologies. So if it is resulting in negative impact, the organization need to face any loss. So lastly, all changes that will implement in organizations will create with lot of cost that will burden the organization. So all those forces that resist change in LG might be same as other organization as well. So thank you.
Now I'll present about the change model. The change model that LG company use is the 7S framework, which contains 7 elements. The elements are strategy, structure, system, style, skill, staff, and shared value. This framework is used to examine the likely effects of future changes in the organization. Move to the first element, which is strategy. A strategy is the organization's plan for building and maintaining a competitive advantage over its competitors. The CEO of LG Masterplan is focusing on innovation and opportunity to choose what others won't do. As a startup company, they use a low-cost strategy that thrives with a low price but a high volume setup. Then they change to a value strategy that aims to provide the investor with long-term inflation protected stable growth, considering that standard of living of Korean consumers are increased. The second element is the structure, which is how organization is organized. The LG had created flatter structure with decentralized decision making. They changed their business structure from 4 business headquarters and 1 divisions to 4 business headquarters only. This decision allows top management to make a decision on time. Not only that, these new changes make the LG company have rapid growth globally. Next, the third element is a system, which is in this context is a routine process in the company to run their business or operations. In the past, only the top management will do all the decisions, but after implementing changes, they use a new global leadership structure to their 4 operating companies to respond quickly to market conditions and business growth opportunities. It has been proven to be time-saving as the process can be proceed faster. The fourth element is a style, which means a style of leadership adopted. LG is the first company to take an initiative in leading development of electronic industry in Korea. Because of their determination and pioneering spirit, they have become the leading company in the electronic industry in Korea. They believe that there is no success without challenges, as they genuinely exercises its global leadership. The fifth element is the staff, which we can refer to its appraisal training and development process. Work with LG had given the employee the opportunity to improve themselves in knowledge, skill, and ability. The company had provided the employee with training based on their rank and job to ensure its continuous growth. Okay, for the 2 remaining elements in 7S framework, I will pass to my friend.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Sarah binti Ahmad, 255440. Now I will continue the presentation of the 7S frameworks. So for the 5th element is the staff, which can refer to the appraisal training and process development. Working with LG had given the opportunities to the employees to increase in their knowledge, skills, and abilities. The company had provided employee trainings based on their rank and their job to ensure continuous growth. It can be proven when LG had established Six Sigma certifications, which if a company is using this approach, it is guaranteed to deliver a good service and products that is pleasing to the customers. So the 6 elements is the skills, which show the abilities of the employees to perform. The LG company will always make sure that they have competent employees so that they can implement changes and achieve their visions. We can see LG efforts when the employees have skills to respond fastly and positively to the fast-changing business environment, especially in the advanced technology era. Their initiative also including systematic training, developing professional capabilities, and providing better on-the-job trainings. So the 7th or the last element is the shared value, which can refer to the corporate culture or general work ethics. So LG company had implemented the labor management relationship, which means everyone is equal and they are free to socialize and share their idea, thought and concerns. As a result, it strengthened the relationship among each member in the organization. Thank you. Now I will present about the scale of change. LG had undergone a transformational change when they merged with Lucky Chemical and LS Cables. Transformational change can occur if the company went to exercise a quantum of change or if they are forced to drastically transform themselves. So now I will explain how LG implementing changes based on the characteristic. So for the first characteristic is the degree of pain. So the degree of pain felt by LG is high because for a startup company, their technology is considered so far behind. So it was hard for them to manufacture the best quality products. Nevertheless, they advanced bravely to provide and develop their own domestic components instead of importing from foreign countries. Of course, the risk was very high because they might fail any times, but they had succeeded to lay the foundations for the company in becoming the world leader in technology. Next is the primary motivations. It can be a survival or a breakthrough to pursue a new opportunities. In this context, the founder of LG company had discovered a new business opportunities and moreover in electronic industry, and moreover there are no other companies in Korea that had entered in the industry yet. So it is a golden opportunities for them to lead in the industry. Furthermore, his dream was to make a radio with his own hand, which later became a footstone that led Korea into today's biggest electronic industry nations. Next is the degree of trade survival for LG is low. The reason I said so is because even without venturing in electronic industry, the cosmetic product that they produce was sold excellently despite their price were a little bit expensive due to the top quality product. So there will be no problem for them if they choose not to develop or create any new products. Next is the gap between environmental needs and operations. I can say it is quite low in 1960 and high in 1961. In 1960, the company had developed its second radio, but the market demand was very limited since most of the Korean citizens were in low income, and those who could afford are more preferred toward foreign brands. The failure even put company existence at stake, but fortunately, in 1961, the government had announced its decision to supply the radio to rural and farming areas, and the aggregate sales of their company increased rapidly. Next is for the clarity of outcomes. It was not initially known because, like I mentioned before, there are no other companies that enter the electronic industry yet. So everything is new and they are lacking in so many things, especially in terms of expert workers and technology. But because of their determinations and pioneering spirit, they had proven that nothing is impossible if we put an effort on it. Next is the impact on mindset. I can say it is high because employees are forced to shift in terms of mindset and business paradigm. LG had decided to throw authoritarianism and recklessness that will hinder the company. And they also make some renovation on the corporate culture for everyone in the mindset. So whether they like it or not, the existing employee need to change their mindset and adapt to the changes so the change can be successful. Next is the focus of change, which include LG to overhaul its strategy to market its product. So they established a sales department and service center in the Seoul office. Also, they put more weight on services that they use almost half of their workers as a customer service representative. Next is the orientations, which include are process-oriented that require shift in mindset, behavior, and also culture. In terms of organizational competencies, LG wanted to become the center of marketing, so they put more effort and hard work to gain a profit-oriented growth and settling down on the exceptional management process. Next is the level of personal development required, which is high because there was no other company that had invested in the electronic industry. So it was indeed a new business opportunities for LG to change for the better business and to enhance their knowledge, skills, and abilities. Consequently, in 1993, they had opened a service academy in order to educate and train their employees as an all-round services representative, so they will be more competent to do their tasks. Next is how change occur. In 1997, LG had aggressively promoting their brands globally in so many ways. One of them is they sponsored a local drama broadcasting in Russia in order to improve the citizens' impressions and the reliability of their company. Also, they do culture marketing and region specialized products to increase their brand awareness. Thank you.
I will continue with the presentation with the role played by the change managers in LG in the process of change. The main role that managers in LG have played to drive the changes in the organization is sponsor. The sponsor is the figurehead who initiates the changes, which is the first to make a change and demonstrate to all the employees at all levels the right meaning of changes. As LG has inaugurated its top managers for a few times since its establishment, there is also an introduction to a new system of policy. However, it has no bad impact on the organization. Instead, they receive a lot of recognitions in the electronic industry. It shows that each manager appointed has committedly managed and lead the organization's operation as they are truly aware and understand the objective, challenges, and obstacles they are facing. Next, LG managers have played a good role model as they demonstrate the expected and proper behavior and attitude. LG's top management have managed to set a good example within the organization as they are fully supported by the employees. Not only that, they are actively involved and participate in every process of the operations. This role is positively affects the employees as they are highly motivated and able to acquire more knowledge, skills, and ability as there is an engagement between two parties in the organization. Last but not least, LG managers play a respectable decision makers. They manage and control all the resources such as people, equipment, and budgets effectively regarding their needs. LG managers also have facilitated rapid decision making as they flatter the structure and decentralized decision making. This means that every sub-company is given an authority to make a decision regarding all issues. Hence, they are fairly treated and well expanded. That's all from me. Thank you.
In a conclusion, we can summarize that implementing change in the company will make the company more suitable with the current situation. This is because it will give the more opportunities and benefit to the company to enlarge their company growth. Furthermore, fostering change in any organization is possible because every activity associated with change management enable every company to ensure practices used for the efficiency handling change. Besides, determining change management will impact the organization effectiveness, such as style, staff, system, structure, and style. This is because the value linked to each other. By introducing the new system, such as skill and advanced tool and equipment, the processes can easily be carried out. While some previous procedures should be retained, change is still unavoidable as seeking better way of doing work is still a top priority. Also, change management is a way to enable initiative of business or causes and initiative for the improvement of the project and its services. It ensures to standardize method, procedure, and process are used mainly for all the change. Change manage all ensure the correct balance between need to change and the potential failure and effect of the change. Thank you.